Hello guys, and welcome to my S Reacts. For today's reaction, we're going to be reacting to Love Victor Season 2 Episode 6, which is called Sincerely Rahim. And I wonder who this Rahim is, and I'm kind of nervous. I don't know what to expect from this, but I'm looking forward to this episode. Anyways, the previous episode was like, oh my god. Obviously I felt a different type of way about Benji because of the way he reacted to Victor and like the basketball thing, him being like a jock and an ex-jock, and like there's just a lot of conflict there, but they sorted things out, which I'm happy about. Obviously, Felix and his mum, like having her like taking new medication, she was better, and then, you know, Lake came around and sort of just ended really badly, and like I feel like she ends up telling her, like ends up telling her mum exactly what happened between Felix and his mum, which is gonna cause a lot more conflict as well. I kind of went on a rant last episode about like God, about like, you know, certain situations, because God was mentioned a lot in this episode, and you know, sometimes it's hard to watch things that you don't believe in, and it's like, it's really pissing me off the way it's like, if Victor's gay, then he'll never know the like loves God's love or something like that. Like I can't even remember the exact words. It's just like, what? And I'm just kind of like, it's just annoying, because I'm just like, I just try and respect people's, you know, opinions and stuff, but you know, when it just sounds really, really like not logical, it's like, what? Anyways, so that was the last episode. But yeah, I'm super excited to get into this episode. So if you do enjoy my reaction, be sure to like, comment and subscribe. And we're just gonna get straight into this episode, so let's go.
Dear Victor, I hope it's cool that I'm reaching out.
Oh my god.
My name is
Okay, it's the way it's sort of like, I don't know how to describe it, but it goes from like Victor to reaching out to Simon, and now someone's reaching out to Victor. It's like a full circle moment. And obviously we just met Rahim. It's kind of cute, you know. But it's like a full circle moment, and I just love that. And I feel like Victor's probably in a place now where he can probably offer some advice. Maybe not on a scale that Simon can, but I feel like Victor's slowly getting there, so it'll be interesting to see what their like dynamic is. I'm kind like, if I can't, do you know one thing I will not be able to deal with is if Rahim gets in between Benji, because if he gets in between Benji and we have to deal with like a love triangle situation, I'm gonna be sad.
Rahim. I'm a friend and colleague of Pilar's.
Oh, I love that.
She said you might be a good person to reach out to because I'm gay. But it's still scary to say the words out loud. Especially because my mom and dad are super traditional.
Okay, that's a problem. But isn't he from Mexico Kitty? I think he doesn't he play Q? Is it Q? I think it's Q.
What you gonna do with all them good vibes?
Ay, mijo, you look so adorable.
I look ridiculous. Even I want to punch me.
Why does that tree look like Willy Wonka?
Mom is going to sing at church this Sunday, and now she wants us all to show up looking insane.
I mean, fair. But he does kind of look like Willy Wonka. It's kind of funny. I'm so glad that from what I can remember from when I was like sort of younger, I can't remember there ever been a time where I was put into like an outfit or something and I immediately was like, I look ridiculous, or I hate this. Like I don't think that ever crossed my mind. Not that I can really remember, but yeah, I feel like if there was like ever a time that was like, oh my god, I can't be wearing this, you'd stick in your mind, but I can't. So I'm glad I didn't have to experience that.
Can you come? I know you haven't been to church for a while, but it doesn't feel right singing without my biggest fan there.
I don't know. You know, they don't exactly welcome people like me.
Wait, what do you mean, people like you?
Oh wait, he doesn't know, does he? The fact that Adrian doesn't even know yet, and I feel like he probably would have been like one of the most open-minded people about it. I feel like it's time. Like, Victor's sexuality is gay. Like, nothing's gonna change that. That's who he is. That's just who that's what his sexuality is.
I don't know, maybe I'll just see if Raheem wants to come over later.
Oof. So your mom can give him her trademark judgment eyes?
She has choir practice, and it's more like...
Oh yeah, that's good. Hey, you know...
They're so cute, I'm sorry. But every time I play these words, I'm just like, it makes me feel giddy. Okay, but no, but it is, like I said, it's like a full circle moment, and the fact that Vic, like, obviously things are difficult with his mum, and he probably finds it hard to, like, give advice and whatnot. But I feel like, in my opinion, he's come to a certain point where he can give some advice. Like, he's not gonna have all the answers. Like, I don't think anyone has all the answers, but just like a little bit of like advice on how to sort of navigate that kind of situation. Benji is just so cute, and I can't I can't help but smile every time I see them on my screen. They're just too freaking cute. Oh my god.
Yeah. They make me feel like a zombie. Plus, they make my eyelid twitch. And then when I go to the bodega, the guy thinks that I'm winking at him. I mean, you wish, Glenn.
Dr. Fisher said the side effects will go away if you keep taking it.
Dr. Fisher is a joke. All he cares about is getting me on a new drug and getting the next patient in his office.
I can kind of understand where Felix's mum is coming from. The fact that the way they make her feel like literally nothing. But then I'm just like, in order for you to feel... in order for, like, just, like, to get better, then you're going to need to take the medication, because otherwise these episodes will keep happening and you're just going to go back to how you was before. So it is kind of like... And I feel like with someone who has sort of this, whether it, like, I don't know whether I could, like, can't really compare them, but like addiction and like, maybe addiction's not the way to compare it, but it's like, you can't help someone unless they want to help themselves, kind of thing. And also, I don't mean that you give up on them and like you just leave them to it. I think there's only so much that someone can do.
You didn't tell me that Mike's mom was coming over.
I didn't know.
Hey!
Oh, hello. You must be Dawn. Hi. Yeah, it's nice to meet you. I'm sorry about the mess. I mean, you know how teenage boys can be. Sorry. Oh, if I knew you were coming over, I would have gotten dressed.
Oh, please. As soon as I come home, I take off my bra and let the girls swing raw. Because stars, they're just like us.
Well, why? What? I'm just... But you can see how Lake's mum is just like judging, and she's like, you can just see the way like she's judging like their place and everything, and it's just really pissing me off.
Did Lake say something to you?
Yeah.
Is that why you're here?
Lake cares about you, honey. She's just concerned about your situation.
Oh, so this is a welfare check. Because we're fine.
And I see that. But if things are ever not fine, I want you to know that I'm here if you need me.
Yeah, well, we don't. Thanks for the prayers.
I can understand where Felix is coming from, but also Lake is just concerned about him, so I can understand why she went to her mum, and she's worried about him and she doesn't know how to help him, and like, obviously Felix is just like, you know, he can handle it and whatnot, but that's not going to stop the worry. I just hope he's not too hard on Lake about the situation, because yeah, they can just work it out. It's be fine. Be fine.
He's not in, honey. Did I say that? I'm so sorry. It's the hormones.
You know, these two actually beat us down the aisle. In the first grade, they had the cutest little playground wedding.
Why don't you show Andrew your dress for the wedding so you guys can coordinate?
We just started dating. It's way too soon to talk about Andrew coming with me. Sorry, I mean, I just...
No, Mia's right. It's too soon. Yeah, I guess we gotta get to that movie. But thank you so much. This is great.
Way too good. Like, I can understand Mia. Sometimes a lot of change too soon can be a bit overwhelming. And obviously I don't obviously she feels better about like the baby and like the wedding situation. But I don't know whether she still kind of feel a bit weird about it, maybe. But saying I can't honestly. This is annoying me again. Awkward vibes. Just talk it out. It'll be fine.
Hey,
Hey!
Rahim, this is Victor. Victor, this is Rahim. I'm not sure why he's wearing an old-timey bowling shirt.
My dad drove me here, so I had to get this polyester nightmare from my brother's closet.
But okay.
You can't get away with a black pink shirt, but you can get away with purple nail polish?
I told my parents the nails are for drama club.
Well, if everyone's hungry, choir practice ended early, so I got tied.
Okay, this, ow, I swapped my hand. This is gonna be an awkward situation. Like, who's this? You know his mum's gonna feel a way about it. And to have like your home situation and you have to be like in the closet basically to go seek some help from a friend. Well, not so much a friend now, but I'm assuming potentially they will, you know, gain a friendship. And then for Isabel to come home early, and yeah, this is not. I can't. It's gonna be too awkward. It's gonna be too awkward.
Oh, hello. Didn't realize you had company.
This is my friend, Rahim. He's pretty much the only kid at Creekwood that doesn't suck ass.
Wow. Very moving introduction.
I mean, I literally flashed you and you straight up ignored me.
That's Victor's little brother's window.
Oh. Well, I either traumatized him or made his night.
No one's ever cared about me enough to try this hard to help me.
I am your girlfriend. You know, it's kind of part of the gig.
Yeah.
Okay, but that... And I feel like since the start, let's say go back to season 1, I feel like this kind of thing from Lake, we were never seen. So like her character development this season has just been immense. And also I'm just like, the way like she's just trying so hard to help him. And obviously Felix has never had someone like that to do all this, like try and help him like this, and just, they're just perfect. Okay. And I'm glad that he wasn't like too upset with her about her telling her mum about the situation. And I feel like he just had to understand where Lake was coming from, and they could talked about it and like everything's okay. And they're just so, honestly, they're just, I can't cope with the cuteness, like just everything. Yeah.
What roles did you play?
Oh, what roles didn't I play, baby?
Did you just call him baby?
Frenchie in Greece. Anita in My Side Story. Typecasting, but when it makes sense, it makes sense. Oh, and senior year, Audrey in Little Shop. Sadendissimo.
Oh my God. Standing beside you. Yeah, my parents definitely won't be this zen when I come out to them.
You don't think they'd understand?
They're devout Muslim.
Okay, the whole sing-song thing, I was not expecting that. But one thing that I've noticed is she seems a lot more, is accepting the right word? More accepting of Rahim and him sort of, you know, being gay and whatnot, compared to how she sort of reacted to Benji. Unless, maybe it's because Benji's like Victor's boyfriend, maybe that has something to do with it. Or maybe she's just like sort of like, she's trying to be better. Maybe that's also part of it. But I don't know. Maybe that's something to do with it. Maybe.
But if they do take it badly, just know that they love you so much. And part of the reason they might struggle is because they thought they knew everything about you. And then all of a sudden, they didn't.
I never actually thought of it that way. I never, like, now that kind of sort of makes sense in a way. And I feel like Isabel being able to say that out loud, because I feel like that's something that she's never said to Victor, and I feel like they've never really been able to talk about the whole thing properly and just say how they feel. So maybe Victor hearing that might change his mind slightly on how he feels towards his mum and about her reaction to him sort of coming out. She's, you know, reacted a certain way which has caused friction, caused problems. And I feel like that awareness of things that she said that she knows she said wrong, I feel like that's really important.
Well, I'm glad she was nice to Raheem.
What does that mean?
I mean, she's never been that way with me or you.
I know, but she's really trying.
That's what.
I just don't want you to get your hopes up because of one good night.
I can get where Benji's coming from with the fact that she wasn't like that with him or Victor, but also I can kind of see it as like she's learned from her like previous mistakes of the way she's like reacted, and I do feel like she's trying, and you can see that. And I feel like Benji, maybe, I don't know, maybe he just can't see that right now, but I can understand why he would feel a type of way, because it's like you weren't with that way with me, but then you were sort of more accepted in that situation. But then I'm also thinking on the side that she probably, like, you know, she said the wrong things, and now she's trying to be better about it.
Victor, do you want to go get lunch sometime soon so we can finally really talk?
Yeah. How about after you sing tomorrow at church?
You'll come?
Yeah, if that's cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
First, please stop saying that the guy I'm dating is hot.
I mean,
he's a teenager, and it's, weird.
Noted and, agreed.
Second, please don't invite him to your wedding when we just started dating.
I feel like with Mia, if she feels like a type of way about him like coming to the wedding, I feel like she should just tell him that she wants to take things slow, and she thinks that maybe, you know, coming to her father's wedding might be a bit too soon for them because they just started dating. And that, I kind of feel like she just needs to be open and honest about that.
So, oh my...
Where's she gonna give birth?
Oh my god, okay, that feels like a contraction, and it can't be because it's way too early. Will you hand me my phone so that I can call your dad?
And they want to help.
We're not a charity case.
And nobody thinks that, but I think it might be good if we actually...
I'm the parent.
I can understand that she doesn't want to feel like a charity case, but in this instance, that's not what it is. Like, they just want to help. And, you know, you want to get, I assume she wants to get better, so you would think that maybe going to see a new doctor might be helpful. And obviously mental health is hard, and certain things, like things you might take a wrong way and whatnot, and it's just, you can see how Felix is just like struggling with it, and it's like he wants to help his mum, but then she kind of doesn't really want to help herself at this current moment in time, so it's like he kind of just has to drop it. And I get that she's the parent, right, but he's having to take care of her more than she's taking care of him, and so it's just hard, and I just feel bad for him, and it's just
She said that I have an irritable uterus, which feels vaguely misogynistic even though she's a woman. They're gonna keep me for a while longer for observation, but they said that everything looks fine. I had a miscarriage when I was in grad school. I had to have 2 surgeries, and the doctor, she said she didn't know if I'd ever have a viable pregnancy after that.
That's made me tear up a bit. Like, that seems very hard, and I get like Mia's probably just like blaming herself because she probably feels like it's her fault, and it's like not that. But yeah, that's like, and I feel like the way that sort of, oh, but I was not expecting to react. This is like really overwhelming.
Your mother tells me you've got a lot on your plate right now.
No, not really.
Listen, I know you're at a crossroads, son. Your mother is praying for you to find your way back to the Lord. But you gotta put the work in too.
What? Oh, can you just shut the fuck up? Honestly. What do you want him to do? Pray to God and all of a sudden he's gonna stop being gay? I don't think, that's not how sexuality works. His face is pissing me off. And he just feels like overwhelmed by like the images of Jesus. I don't know. And I was gonna say like he kind of feels like I want a fraud, but like not like a fraud, but like he shouldn't really be present there if he doesn't feel like welcome, and like they're trying to force him to come back to like, it's like you can't be religious if you're gay. It's like, that's just bullshit. Like
I don't want to go anywhere with you, okay? And neither does Felix. I'm sorry, what are you doing? Trying to take him away from me?
What?
He said that you called a doctor. Who else did you call? Georgina, did you call the cops? Did you call CPS? No, of course not. Let's just take a breath. I don't want to take a breath. This is not your business. He has a mother. Why would you try and break up my family? He's all that I have. This is not your problem.
I understand that his mum is struggling mentally, but that's not what's happening. That's not what's happening. I just want her to like get better, and seeing a new doctor might potentially help that. And it's just so hard to see, because obviously she's so struggling like with her mental health. She's just trying to help the situation, and Felix needs help with his mother because he's struggling, and things are just, if his mum's not taking medication, then things are not going to get better, and it's hard to see.
Why did you leave them on my son?
Mom, I thought we were finally making some progress, and then I find out that you're trying to pray me into being straight.
What? Who told you that?
Father Lawrence. Is it true? No, I'm trying so hard to be proud of who I am.
At least they're finally having their talk, you know, and I kind of feel like I never really saw it as, you know, she's trying to sort of, because again, sexuality doesn't work like that. You don't just pray to be like someone to be a sexuality, or you pray to be a sexuality and you're just going to change. Like, what? That makes no sense. So that, we can park that, because that's just, you know, BS. And obviously his mum has been trying, but to sort of, you think you're making progress and then you sort of hear that, it can kind of be confusing, conflicting, and Victor reacted the way he reacted. And I feel like, because he is trying, you know, to come out as gay, and then you have, you know, people trying to force you into being straight, it's just ridiculous.
I'm sorry. You don't know this, but growing up, I had an aunt named Yoli. She never got married. She never wore dresses. She always had a roommate. And when I asked my mom why she didn't have kids, she just said, de eso no se habla.
We don't talk about that.
And I will tell Adrian. We will tell Adrian soon.
I kind of understand, like, if you're taught that being gay is shameful from a really young age and you grow up that way, it's then hard to sort of switch and like have like not think that. So I get that. So I kind of think like you have your own thoughts, and just because your parents are saying, like, or not even just your parents, like it could be like any part, like any person in your family is saying like this is wrong. I feel like once you've like grown up to a certain age, you then can have your own thoughts and your own sort of perspective on things. So if someone's been saying, oh, like gay is shameful and whatnot, and then like you grow up, then I feel like there's a certain point where you could have your own thoughts and think that's not the case. Oh, he turned up.
Andrew, what are you doing here?
I know you didn't ask me to come, but I just wanted to make sure you were okay. You know, like a cool, casual sort of way.
I'm glad you're here. Even if I don't deserve it, after how I treated you.
I'm not going anywhere.
That's so cute, oh my god. The way Drew is just... the character development, like I keep saying that for like some of the characters, but it's just so true. And it's just like, you think he's a douchebag, and then like the way he just like cares for me, and he's like just so like happy, like where he's with her, and like how he's waited for so long. It's just too cute. I can't cope. Oh my god.
Mom, well, like, I'm a minor. Which means that social worker who's known my mom for 30 minutes is in control of our whole lives. She can petition a judge to keep her here as long as she wants.
I obviously it's scary, and it's like he could, like, if his mum and that like has to like stay, and like, to be honest, I feel like that might be the best thing for her, but then it also leaves Felix in a situation where he can't stay at the house, like he can't stay at the flat on his own. Like he's taken into like a foster home, taken into care, and that is going to be really hard. But I feel like with Lake, that wasn't her intention, and she just wanted to help her. And obviously she didn't say the right thing with the whole, like, you know, maybe a little glow up, and like she said the wrong thing. But you can kind of see where she's like coming from. But yeah.
I'm really sorry about last night. You were excited about your mom, and I shit all over it. Thanks.
So for Benji to be like, we've heard that before, like, it's just like, there's no need. Do you know what I mean? It's just no need to say things like that. And, you know, Victor's finally in a good place with his mum, and Benji's just shitting on it. Even after, like, he apologised for shitting on it, he shits on it again. Like, is the apology in a room with us?
Can I stay here for a couple days?
Of course. Honey, what's wrong?
Oh no.
You can stay here as long as you need.
That is really, really sad. Oh, I feel like Felix and that sort of breakdown's been a long time coming. And I kind of feel like staying with like Victor and his like family is probably the best thing for him. And obviously they have no idea what's going on. With his mum, and it's like he's kept it a secret. Obviously Victor had no idea. Like obviously Pilar and like probably the only people who knew. But it's just really hard to see him break down like that. And I feel like he just needed that hug. That hug was just something that he needed. And it's just the way he broke down. Oh God, Felix, he doesn't deserve to feel like this. And like just... It's making me upset. It's making me upset. But my God, this episode... I do hope that he can work things out with Lake, and there's not too much, you know, going on between them. Victor and Benji, that's the situation. I wonder how Rahim is gonna, like, the whole thing's gonna develop. Obviously, Mia and Andrew, things are all good again. But yeah, this episode was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. So if you did enjoy my reaction, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. and I will see you guys soon with another S React. Bye guys.